Broadcast 60%. What's up, my peopleization? It's the man with the master plan, King Shabazz, and we back at it again, man. RTK Podcast, Real Talk with Kings. I'm here with my brothers, my dogs, the money man Mello, and the smooth mellow fellow, the smooth brother T9. How y'all feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling so good and blessed, man. How y'all doing today?
Man, I'm feeling good too, man. Got a lot of knowledge. I'm glad to be with my brothers.
Most definitely, man. I'm same here, man. Feeling good, man. Ready to get into it, man. Signs of a hater. Boy. Boy, haters been around as long as there's been people around. It's a deep topic, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to discuss this, another epidemic within our society today that we got to get rid of, man. Haters, man. That's, you know what I'm saying? Haters is just a part of daily life and success. You know, success breeds haters. Unfortunately, you know, instead of someone being motivated by one's success, they choose to hate and put down one's success. But we're gonna break it down, man, and get into all that. But man, I want to get on what's the word on the wire. And a video of Daniel T. Prude, a black man suffocated by Rochester, New York police officers back in March, has surfaced. Prude died of asphyxiation after police officers in Rochester, New York tried to take him in protective custody, pinned him down to the ground while restraining him. The officers had some type of sheet over his head and suffocated him. Prude was murdered on March 30th and it was ruled a homicide. The video was just now surfacing earlier this week, and they had the sheet over his head talking about they didn't want to spread the coronavirus because this one, the coronavirus was first running rapid and first running hot. So what's y'all thoughts and opinions about that?
Man, I feel like that was tactical and planned for them to do that. And this not the first video I seen like that. I also seen another video of a guy in a chair and they put like a sheet over his face. And he ended up dying and passing out. So I feel like that's most of these officers, that's like they knew a way of like taking us out, pulling stuff over our heads, say it's an accident or little petty stuff like that. But it's sad. It's a sad situation.
I agree. It's a very sad situation. I very much believe that before you destroy anything, you must dehumanize it. And I think that's what the police and American government system are doing to us slowly as African Americans. They're dehumanizing us, which will lead to destruction, which also will lead to self-destruction. You're telling me he put a cloth over the man's head as if he was less than human, if he was a pig. And not only after they proceeded with the cloth on, they proceeded to kill him. Mm-hmm. So that's sickening. It's a sickening act, and it just shows you why we kneel, why we boycott, why we are angry, why we have so much anger. And it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And to my brothers out there, let's stop killing each other. Let's stop making conflict over each other when you see that putting cloths over our head and killing us like we livestock.
Most definitely. It's a sad situation. It's really getting tired of just constantly repeating this, man, and really like just having to go over this same story. It's the same song over and over. It seems like it's stuff happening every couple days, you know what I'm saying, that's being publicized. We're not even gonna talk about all the cases and scenarios that are not even being publicized and put under the radar, because this man died back in March 30th. It's September 6th. That's almost what, 6 months, and we just now getting the video and hearing anything about it, you know. So it's these stories, man, it's we getting tired of seeing it over and over. And what do y'all think, or what do y'all feel needs to happen to change the conditions that we as black people are living in here in America right now, home of the free, you know what I'm saying? What do y'all feel needs to be changed for us to get the civil rights that we deserve as human beings?
Well, the first thing I think is, we need to start like properly educating our people as far as like mental health and public school education too. If you want things to change, like law or like the government, you want them to stop doing those things, we we need to start seeing more people like us in it, first of all. So we need to preach about, instead of being like music or sports, we need to talk about doctors. We need to start talking about lawyers. We need to start talking about more black police officers, more black, judges and stuff like that. That will make a huge difference, a huge impact. We need more black people in Congress office, excuse me. We need more black people trying to run for president, who's equipped to run for president. That's the number one. So the education, we need to start there in mental health.
I totally agree with you. I think, like, even with the question, how we just asked, what will it take for us to be really considered humans, to really be considered fact in America? I think that it's not even a question; it's a statement of when will we do it? Because, like I said, America is the only country who's made an agreement, that's made a documented contract to treat everybody the same, give everybody equal rights. But I think what we got to do, and what America has to do, is we simply have to lower the playing fields. Our white counterparts, before they do anything compared to us, the playing field is so high. The level of playing field is high, and it's generational. It's generational to an upper level. Most of us come from a impoverished area or low income area, and like you said, we haven't seen those examples of those archetypes of black doctors and black lawyers and black inventors and black stenographers and black music execs. We haven't seen those examples because we haven't been set to see those examples. A white kid can say he'll be a zoologist any day. A white kid can say he wants to be a defense lawyer attorney before a regulator because he's
just as innovative or even more innovative. Hopefully she didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she didn't do it. And
white standard. So I think we got to diverse those standards. Right. We must diversify those standards a little to where no matter your color, no matter your race, but the quality of your work, and your work is what really matters.
Yeah, man, it's like I said, I agree with both of you guys said, man. It all boils down and starts with education. You got to know, the laws, everything that's taking place. We can't go off at an ignorant or uneducated stance, because it's easy for people to do these things and do these messed up, rigorous things to us, ferocious things to us, because we don't understand and we don't have knowledge, of our rights. We have to study the law and know once these officers come pull us over, on this BS, we know our rights and we know what's just and what's unjust. So we gotta really take a conscious effort of really educating ourselves, man. And like T9 said, man, we gotta stop paying attention to the things that really don't matter, because people out here really losing our lives on the daily, and it's at a rapid, alarming rate. And we live in a time of social media where it's being recorded, so now this is being processed and programmed into our brain like this is normal, like this is supposed to happen, like this is the way of life. And in all actuality, this is not normal living. This is not what it's about. So we have to change that stigma, and I believe that all becomes with education, man. Knowledge is power. It's just not just a saying of people just saying it like, oh, knowledge is power. It's cliche. No, knowledge is actually power. If you want to attain anything in life, great success, understanding, building a better life for your family, your people, your culture and everything, you got to know where you come from. You got to be able to study and pay attention to things, so people won't be able to put things over your head and leave you lost and in a trapped, dismal place. So we have to take it upon ourselves to be able to start studying, and getting into looking up different topics and information and subjects that's going on in our daily lives that really matter at the end of the day. Because it could easily be me going, running or going to the store, and some police officers do something crazy. It can be you, T9. It can be Mello, it can be my mother. It can be your sister, your brother. It can be anybody we know. So we can't just be like, oh, that's not us, so we ain't even really got to trip off of it. No. If you see somebody like you getting murdered, they could easily be you. So we have to change our mindset and begin to start educating ourselves, and stop relying and depending on somebody to save us. But also in news, activists demanding justice for Breonna Taylor yesterday in Louisville, Kentucky, during the Kentucky Derby. They were protesting outside of the Kentucky Derby. You know, this Kentucky Derby is really big. You know, with the races and everything, and activists and protesters took the time to use this as a moment to fight for justice, which I think is a dope idea that brings a lot of attention, and that the Kentucky Derby brings a lot of wave of different people, you know, and that brings light and shed lights on it. And different demonstrators begin to clash over recent looting and destruction in the city. What are your thoughts and opinions on that, fellas?
I think it's dope. You know, it shows persistence too. That they use that being creative with different ways to spread the message.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that her life matter and all Black lives matter. So I'm all for it. I think it's dope.
Me too. I agree. When I look at the case of what's going on in Louisville, I look at it as like with the bully and the kid who's being bullied. A kid who's been bullied for so long, it's only just a short matter of time when he's going to stand up for his rights and he's going to defend for himself against the bully.
Mm-hmm.
And America has been the bully for 400 years. America has been the bully since 1766. And I think what these people doing, what we are doing is we are deferring and we are revolting and we're rebelling and we're becoming rebels to those justice systems and those teachings that has oppressed us. I mean, like, every time that a Black man gets killed or a Black woman gets killed and we do nothing about it, we are slowly becoming more oppressed. And like you said, we're becoming more loss of sensibility of what's going on. So I feel like what they're doing with Breonna Taylor is great. Like, you can stay in a country where you can watch horses race, but you can't stay in a country to where a Black woman is killed innocently.
Right.
That's not right.
Right. I agree with you. And just that's why I said, man, we gotta keep our foot on the necks, you know, and keep on pressing the issue, you know, every single possible way, man. Because like I said, that's over 6 months when they killed Breonna Taylor, and these officers are still. I seen one officer was vacationing with his family some months back. They just out and about living their lives, and the family of Breonna Taylor is still struggling, you know, and they still going through it, you know, and they're never going to get their daughter back, that sister, you know what I'm saying, that the boyfriend, he's not getting his girlfriend back, you know, he's never going to be able to get that back, you know. And speaking of that situation, the Breonna Taylor boyfriend who was there with her the night she was murdered by the police, he's filing a lawsuit against the state of Louisville Police Department for falsely arresting him for, you know what I'm saying, an unjust warrant, you know, I mean, unjust search warrant, and arresting him for trying to protect himself and his girlfriend, you know, because these officers just kicked down the door, and he was charged, he was arrested earlier this year, I want to say May or June, for attempted murder on a police officer. But he was just doing his civil rights. He was licensed to carry, and he was trying to protect his home, you know what I'm saying, with him and his girl. And he's filing $10 million lawsuit. What's your thoughts on that one?
As he should. You know, when somebody takes something from you, you gotta fight. You know what I'm saying? You can't just let nobody, you know what I'm saying, take one of your family members or your girl life away without putting up a fight.
Right.
I'm not saying like kill someone, get vengeance, but like, you know, you gotta put their pressure on it at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, you took something, but you gotta pay for it.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta get what you owe. It's like what Melo said, you know, a bully can only bully you for so long till you start back fighting back.
Exactly.
Right, very true. Well, just to show the hypocrisy of America, you know, they arrested him for sending warning shots. You know, to me that sounds like he was standing his ground.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's use those same bills and those same laws y'all passed in Florida and use it for these same laws in Kentucky. He don't know in midnight he's asleep, he's in a bed with his girlfriend, and somebody busts through his door. That is natural survival of the fittest. Let me shoot, let me send warning shots.
Right. I agree with you, man. But what else is going on the wire, T9?
Ahmaud Arbery's mother calls out people who are allegedly trying to make profit off his past. She said it's due to the fact that she's seeing a social media page called I Run With Ahmaud that was originally intentionally made as a memorial to honor his passing, but now it's being run like a business. Which I think
it's sad, man. You know, this brother had lost his life, and y'all just using it because we live in a time where it's an uproar and you know what I'm saying, it's a movement on Black Lives Matter and Black people supporting each other, and you take this time to benefit off of a man's name who died and lost his life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not giving that money to the family or anything. Y'all just doing that to stuff money in your pockets. And really, you saying you don't give a care at all about the well-being of Ahmaud Arbery's family, what they're going through, their emotional struggles, and you pretty much saying F Ahmaud Arbery. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you died, cool. I'm gonna make a come up off your death. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you personally or anything. I'm not connected to it at all. The only way I may be connected to it is if I'm black. Okay, we both black. It could possibly happen to me. But besides that, that's the only correlation or connection that we have together. And to use his name to make money off him, you know, that's a wicked, sick individual. You know what I'm saying? And God will, you know what I'm saying, what you will reap what you sow, and that will come back on those individuals. So anybody, you know what I'm saying, anybody that's doing that, man, that's shame on you, man, because at the end of the day, these people have lost their lives to brutes, you know what I'm saying, criminals, you know what I'm saying, these criminals in police uniform disguising themselves in police uniforms out here killing innocent people, and you taking that as, oh, I really don't care, I'm gonna just use this as a come up to make me some extra bread, man. You sick in the head.
Right. I most definitely agree with you. You hit the nail on the coffin. Still the same stuff that they did in 1776. But no, like even how I said earlier, when you destroy something, the first thing you do is dehumanize it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you said what happened is they keep showing us these deaths and they keep showing us these things, and we start losing our sensibility of it. And I feel like with them trying to make a copyright, for them trying to make profit off of someone's death who was innocently killed and still hasn't had justice served, it just shows where your true motives at for justice, and that the you justice is nothing. It's nothing but a profit move, and that's just I don't agree with it.
Yeah, I agree with both of y'all. I said we saw that when after Nipsey died. Malik, you was talking about this, but we had certain rappers trying to have clout off his stuff, off his past, and constantly posting his pictures, constantly like making merch off a person passing.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like you don't got no connections to it. You know what I'm saying? You just want to just be doing it. You ain't got no true meaning behind it.
Exactly.
And that's meaningful. You can donate some things to his family. That's the best thing to do, rather than just trying to make a business off social media.
Yeah, I agree. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't going towards the family, or it ain't just something like out the kindness of your heart, you know what I'm saying? That's wrong. That's wrong. You just trying to bring pub and bring attention, or you know what I'm saying, expand your pockets because you see an opportunity to do that, man. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's wrong, man. That's because at the end of the day, you're constantly reminding these people of a hard time and a loss that they endured. You know what I'm saying? And we live in a time social media is gonna always be in their face. So you're constantly reminding them of that, and you're exploiting that name and that cause for your benefit, man. That's wrong, man. This is wrong, man. If you ask me personally, I believe that individuals like that need to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? I truly do. You really just taking money, and you have no type of connection or correlation to these people at all, and not even really giving the money back to the ones that are affected by the cause. So yeah, man, it's crazy, man. But also with the social injustice going on with black people in America, your president, Donald Trump, Donald Trump takes the side of Kyle Rittenhouse and says he was acting in self-defense when he murdered 2 protesters. Protesters, whatever, unarmed protesters, that are speaking out against injustice that happened to the brother Jacob Blake in Kenosha, Wisconsin. He said that Kyle Rittenhouse, a 17-year-old who's not even supposed to be carrying a firearm, killing people, was in self-defense. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm not surprised it's Donald Trump. But first of all, what a 17-year-old doing with a gun in the first place, like you said, and you can't justify that, because when the riots first started, Trump had a problem with all that. In the first place, it's very real contradicting himself. Wrong. You can't fight wrong with wrong at the end of the day. And you don't even have any evidence of whether or not they was bothering him or anything like that. Well, not to my knowledge. So I totally disagree with that. I think it's Trump. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what to say about him.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think Trump has some type of cognitive dissonance when it comes to anything of the white race. I think Trump doesn't see justice. Trump don't see right or wrong. Trump only sees profit, no profit, and color, no color. And it just shows you how ignorant he is for a 17-year-old kid that come from Illinois to Wisconsin and shoot and feel like he was free to shoot. And your president does nothing but co-sign you. So it's stupid and it's ignorant from what he said, but what's even more sad is the Rittenhouse guy now will have no remorse, so he will have no harsh feelings of what he did, just because the leader of his free world told him that it was okay, he did the right thing. I even worked with some people who told me firsthand I wouldn't charge him with nothing but self-defense, and I wouldn't charge him for nothing but self-defense. I wouldn't charge him for homicide. So like, what I'm seeing is like, white America are coming less hip and less sensible about these hypocritical, inhumane things they're doing, and it's super sad. And Trump is super ignorant. That's why we got to November get him out of here.
Speaking of Donald Trump, at least 4 boats sank during a boat parade meant to honor Donald Trump in Texas. Look at God.
God don't like ugly, man.
What y'all think about that?
God don't like ugly. You know, it's you know what I'm saying. It's just in God. You know what I'm saying. God's plans. You know what I'm saying. You can't go against God's plans, and God don't like ugly. You know, and anything that's negative, you know what I'm saying, that's destroying and hurting, going against God's people. You know what I'm saying. It's bound to fail sooner or later. That's pretty much. I gotta say on that wasn't nothing but God.
Yeah, you wrapped it up. I can't say anything better.
Yeah, I can't imagine like seeing it. You know, you see them trying to honor Trump, and you just see both slinking. It's just like, wow.
Right.
So yeah, that's a crazy situation.
And y'all know what else this fool said, man? This man said that Trump compares officers shooting black people and killing black people. He compares that to golfers choking while playing golf. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really a golf guy, but when you close to the, you know what I'm saying, when you close to putting the ball in the hole, that's like them choking and missing the easy, simple shot. He compared black people dying, losing their lives, minding their business, just being the only crime they're committing, or the only thing they're committing is being black. Killing people. These officers are killing people. And he's saying that he's saying the reason why they're doing that is, they're just choking. You know what I'm saying? They're not wounding people. They're not, you know what I'm saying, just arresting people for wrong. They're ending people's lives. And he compares that to a golfer choking. I really don't understand this dude, man, in office, man. These politicians, man, it's just a joke, man. It really is a joke, man. What y'all think about that, man?
I really think it's a joke too. I really think they don't even take it serious. I really think these people just in office is doing what they want to do at this point, because I haven't saw any real just like, you know, evidence of anything he did. He's not professional. You know what I'm saying? It's a embarrassment, you know, for the people across the United States. You know, you might go to another country and ask where you from. Oh, United States. And, oh, Donald Trump is your president. You know, you look at their leaders, how they carry themselves on not social media, but to the public and to the masses. They professional. They know how to talk. They know how to talk to people even if they don't like it.
Right.
They just talk in a classy way. So, you know, it's sad, you know what I'm saying? I think he's just playing around with it. And he know he can get away with it. It was a long time ago, I think around the 90s or 80s. Donald Trump said if he were to run for president, he would run as a Republican, because he said they are the most ignorant people. You know, they do what they want to do. And here we are. It's 2020. We do what we want to do.
Right, bingo. You just wrapped it up better. I think what Trump is doing is, I think Trump knows that I think what Trump doing is doing, you know, what a lot of people who have no real, everything is based off gimmick, what they doing. Once you find the truth in them, once you see the truth in them, they just fall out and they just do everything to take the truth away from them. So I feel like Trump's going to always keep saying ignorant things due to the fact that we really see the transparent and the ignorance of Trump. And anything he says now, it just keeps showing the point that he's so ignorant. I think he's going to say even more wild, more rambunctious, more ignorant statements due to the fact that it throws more light on him. It keeps him relevant. And it also takes off the ignorant moves he's doing political away from him. So I think it's just all propaganda for Trump.
Yeah, man, it's dude is a clown, man. The dude is just a straight up clown, man. I don't even. You haven't even give him, you know what I'm saying, any attention, man. Even just do the foolishness that he says, man, is just really mind boggling, you know, that people even said, okay, I'm gonna elect this man as the president, you know what I'm saying, to lead this country, you know what I'm saying. So it's really a crazy situation, man. But the CDC tells states how to prepare for COVID-19 vaccine by as early as November. They plan on having 2 vaccines, a vaccine A and a vaccine B. The guidance says healthcare professionals, including long-term care employees, will be among the first to receive the vaccine, with essential workers and national security employees. People 65 and older, as well as Native Americans and those who are racial ethnic minority populations or incarcerated, all communities known to be a greater risk at contracting the virus and experiencing severe disease, were also prioritized in the documents. So vaccines they talking about a vaccine, so it'll be coming out before the year ends. How y'all think this whole ordeal and situation is gonna play out? And it's all around election time, you know. I think they're trying to get it where I think Trump trying to force it, you know what I'm saying, where he say, yeah, look at this, man, I came up with the cure. You know what I'm saying? I came up with the cure to the big bad coronavirus. So now you gotta vote for me because I done did something good. What y'all think about that, man?
I feel like they're gonna make something stupid. They're gonna try to pass a law, create a law,
forcing people.
Forcing people to where we can't reject it, or it's gonna. I don't think anybody gonna go to jail or can't work. But I think it's gonna affect our taxes and stuff like that. I just think it's gonna be dumb. They can shove it up their ass. I'm not taking the vaccine.
You shoved up.
What's so stupid about that is, ironically, you done had almost a whole year to deal with this. Ironically, you fight the pandemic team, so now we got to really deal with this pandemic. And ironically, the same year when you're running for re-election, you think you may have a cure for this disease. But even what's more stupid is when you was giving me the descriptions and the demographics of the people who they will be doing test trials on, because they are doing test trials on them. It sounds like if you're black or Hispanic, they're doing the test trial on you. And
Native
what I
American.
understand is if blacks and Hispanics are the minorities, meaning that even if they did have coronavirus more, it would not spread because Caucasians are the majority of this country. It's only 13% black and 5 to 6% Hispanic. So if the coronavirus is within, or if it has been passed to anybody, doesn't it sound like it's going to be that majority? So I feel like your Caucasian population should be the first ones you do the test trial on, because the majority of them already have it, and if they're majority of this country, they are having it, and they have it as we speak, then you should do the test trial on them. Why would you do a test trial on a minority who, even if they did have it population-wise, it wouldn't be a threat to your country? It's all the propaganda scheme.
Yeah, everything has just been like a really big joke. It's crazy what's all going on right now. That's right. Virus, it's ridiculous.
Right. And why would you do one? Why would you do one on prisoners when the only people who you should do prisoners on are the guards or are the people who are transporting in and out of the prison? Those prisoners are in the concealed area.
Right.
So if you're doing proper testing, should no one in that prison have any type of coronavirus testing? You test the people who are your parole officers and your correctional officers, and those are the ones you test for. Why do the prisoners? It sounds like a whole bunch of Tuskegee Airmen type of experimenting again.
And this is my thing too that I'm not understanding. You haven't tested this vaccine and made sure that this vaccine is healthy and safe for people to take. So you have a test A and a test B. So pretty much you are testing it on the masses of the people, to see if this works. Now, what if there are negative effects that has a deadly outcome? Then what? What are you going to do now? And you forcing these people to do this. It's not an option or anything. You're telling people, oh, if you don't take this vaccine, you won't be able to come in to work. Or, oh, if you don't take this vaccine, you won't be able to travel, blase, blase. You know what I'm saying? And you don't actually know what the long-term effects are and the risk of taking this vaccine. That's why you have 2 samples of the vaccine. So why would you even be giving this out to the public and you don't know what the outcome is and how it will affect people. You just rushing the vaccine out just to say, oh, okay, we got a vaccine, we got a cure. You know what I'm saying? You don't know them long-term effects of these diseases, and it's just like Mello said, man, it's the Tuskegee Airman trial all over again. You sitting up here shooting these people with syphilis and you killing people. So this vaccine, you shooting these people up with unknown properties in it. You just taking it because I'm a single mother and I got 5 babies to feed and I need to work and I can't not work, you know what I'm saying, because how are we gonna survive? So I'm gonna just take this shot because I have to, you know what I'm saying, just to work, not really knowing the effects and what is being shot up into my body. So yeah, man, it's crazy, man. You can miss me with that one, with that vaccine, man, for real. But what else is going on the wire? What else is going on the wire, Mello?
So a lot of people don't. We all know October. We all know October is Breast Cancer Month, but a lot of people don't know the month that predates October, September, is Suicide Awareness Month. So with Suicide Awareness Month, America is ranked in the top 5 when it comes to childhood suicide rates and inclining suicidal rates within the minority region of America, people of our color. So the minority suicidal rate for African Americans has risen over the last 5 years. So what a lot of people are doing right now in the capitals, big cities within all of this country is they're cutting their heads off, they're going bald, because a lot of suicidal rates have dealt with insecurities within children, people who have had cancer. They did a study that most people with cancer don't feel like they're dying, don't feel like death is coming until they start having the loss of hair. So right now, people all over the country are going bald, shaving their head off, just to be a part of this new movement and just to show that Suicide Awareness Month, we are aware and we know that suicidal thoughts come through almost common Americans, but we're here and to truly support and to truly show out we're here, we shaving our heads off and we're joining your forces. So everybody just check this whole month of September, just know that it's Suicide Awareness Month. And at your neighbor, do whatever you can do to make sure the mentality, the mental stability of your best friends or people you don't know, make sure that it is okay, because this is the month to make sure that we can lower suicidal rates at an all-time low by day. So let every day of this month just be something meaningful, not just for yourself, but the people who are around you and the people who you see on an everyday basis.
Yeah, man. I gotta salute those people who shaving their heads for it, because this shows actual sincerity and understanding of what the situation is at hand, especially taking time to shave their head or go bald. So man, if you see one of your homeboys who did it, don't make fun of them, man. Salute them. That's real.
All right. Is it true that Mello, you supported the movie too as well, right?
I most definitely supported the movement. What helped me kind of support the movement was when Chadwick Boseman died of cancer, and the kids that he was dealing with, they had hair loss, and he bust out crying because their only wish was to watch Black Panther before they died. And so what a lot of people don't know is with the cancer, like I said, when they did the study, most of them feel like they're dying when they cut their hair, when their hair is lost, or when they decide, to shave all their hair off. So I decided to join the movement, and if I take this hat off, my head is the same condition of Mr. Clean or Mr. T or Mr. Brown.
Mr. Clean, Mr. T, or Mr. Brown.
So yeah, I joined the movement, and it feels good. It feels so good, and it feels very empowering. And for once, it just feels like I'm a part of a movement that's bigger than me once again. I always been a part of a movement that has helped the everyday lives of people of not just my color, but people who are just of my same build of human experiences. So I cut my hair off, and I cut it all off just to join the movement, just to show those kids who don't know that they're beautiful internally and externally, that hey, I did the same thing and I feel beautiful. There's no reason why you shouldn't look within and know that you're just as beautiful as the person with a head full of hair, and that we all in this together, because human compassion is the only thing that we truly have on this earth.
I agree with you.
I agree with you. 1,000%. The spirit too within you is also beautiful for you doing that.
Right.
It's crazy that you said Chadwick Boseman, because South Carolina officially reportedly working on a statue to honor Chadwick Boseman. And I feel like you honor him as well by doing what you did, for the kids, for cancer and all that. So, man, salute to everybody, and salute to South Carolina too.
All right. I feel yeah, man, it's real, man. We gotta pay attention to you know, this man is being suicidal awareness month, because I think it's really it's really can be dangerous in the time that we living in, you know, with all the crazy thing that's going on in the world and the coronavirus and these officers killing black people, you know what I'm saying, on the regular. This causes people to deal and have to be stuck in a certain area fighting their demons, you know, on a daily basis, and have no way to escape. I can't go out and drink. I can't go out and party how I would like to, because it's a pandemic going on. So I have to be stuck in the house, forced to see all this crazy things going around me. You know, when someone is not as strong mentally, you know what I'm saying, they can end up really hurting themselves. So mental, you know what I'm saying, mental health. That's why we preach mental health on this show weekly. You know how important it is to take care of your mental health, because if you don't have everything together mentally, you know, the body and the physical and the spiritual can't do anything, you know. So you have to get your mind intact and to be strong and be there mentally. So I salute to everyone out there that's supporting the cause and supporting the struggle. Our brother, man, Mello, supporting the cause, man, that's dope, man. You know, actually, you know what I'm saying, really pushing forward and supporting the movement, man. You wanna show the, you know what I'm saying, you wanna show the listeners, you know,
Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all.
how the head looking, you know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
So I cut mine all off.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. No, on some real, no, real talk, man. You know, it's a bigger cause, man, for all the immature people. You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's grow up, man. Let's grow up, man, because it's a bigger cause and it's a bigger awareness of it, you know. And like I said, man, salute to my brother Mello and everybody else that's supporting the movement. You know what I'm saying? And also supporting the ones who necessarily didn't shave their head, but they actually making a conscious effort and giving guidance and awareness to the ones and the people who are actually going through these things, man. Because there's people going through this on a regular daily basis. It's not just the month of September type of thing. They're going through this on a regular, and to have someone knowing that they got somebody in their corner to back them and support them through their hard times they're going through, man, that's big, man. So salute to all the real life heroes that we have in the world, man, that's really putting on and doing it big, man, for real. But before we close out into news, man, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, him and his wife and his daughters had tested positive for COVID-19. He said they were feeling unwell and ultimately ended up testing positive for the coronavirus, man. I want to give my thoughts and prayers, you know what I'm saying, to the family of The Rock Johnson, man. Hopefully you get a smooth, you know what I'm saying, full recovery of the coronavirus, man. And it's just crazy, man. This 2020, boy. 2020 has been a hell of a year. A hell of a year, you know what I'm saying? No one could have ever imagined 2020 being like this, you know. We still got 4 more months to go, man. So it's been a tough one. You know. It's been crazy. Something straight out of a movie. Also, Dr. Dre's wife wants $1.9 million a month in temporary spousal support. Dre had his wife sign a prenup agreement before their wedding 24 years ago, where she said she felt pressured to sign the prenuptial agreement. Tell me, do y'all really feel that it is necessary for someone it's a necessity for them to have $1.9 million to survive a month? Because let me go to this, man. I had seen I don't know how true this is. They said TMZ reported, so I don't know how true this is, but the breakdown of the spousal support she needs. She needs $10,000 a month in laundry and cleaning, clothes $135,000, entertainment $900,000 a month, education and living expenses $60,000 a month, mortgage $100,000 a month, charitable contributions $125,000 a month, and it's actually around $2.5 million a month. What she really need, she needs spousal support. Do y'all really feel that someone needs over $2 million to survive monthly?
I mean, it depends, because you gotta think about it. Dr. Dre and his wife, they very rich people. They live a rich lifestyle, so they have a lot of rich bills. It's probably a lot of stuff to that. She probably didn't even mention car insurance, you know, house note. How much is their house note, first of all? Then, you know, you gotta think about it going through a divorce too, with their kids and with their kids and stuff like that. Plus, this they like divorce situation though, so I don't really like speaking on too much stuff like that. But I'm sure it's most stuff in that. But if she just trying to get money, then I don't know. But I know rich people have rich lifestyle, so she probably thinking about bills and stuff like that ahead. She gonna have to pay too on her own.
The kids.
Time comes, or things for like the kids and stuff like that too.
The kids grown. The kids adults, you know, so he won't even have to pay child support anymore. You know, the kids are grown, and she's also staying in a separate home where he's paying for that as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't. You can miss me $10,000 worth of laundry and cleaning a month. $10,000. $10,000 for laundry and cleaning a month. What type of entertainment are you having where it requires $900,000 a month? It's just hard to believe that one.
And I read to where Dr. Dre did agree on the terms. He did agree on a fair term that her lawyers, and his lawyers, they both agreed to what would be a fair amount. So I feel like if the lawyers agreed that the original amount that Dr. Dre made was good enough or it was more mutual, I think it's good. And also when I look at it, Dr. Dre, and she knows it, Dr. Dre didn't pressure her into doing anything because the night after the wedding, both of them have both accredited that Dr. Dre ripped up the prenup, basically showing that I love you and love should fight and conquer the way.
Mm-hmm.
I think truly what happened was when they got married, she knew Dr. Dre was going to be a big, big producer, big star, but never probably did she ever know that he would become almost a billionaire. And so she feels like she has some type of attachment to his whole success, and that I think she just wants anything that she can grab onto.
Okay, well that makes more sense because I ain't know the kids was grown and all that, but if that's crazy, I agree with both of y'all.
Yeah. That's crazy though, but let's go ahead, man, and get into the topic, man. We kind of ran over a little bit on the news, but it's all good though. Signs of a hater, man. Signs of a hater, man. Like I said, man, that's a pandemic. You know, it actually ties in with the pandemic of racism. You know, hate. You know what I'm saying, is the root of racism. You know what I'm saying. They go together like peanut butter and jelly, milk and cereal. You know, hate has been our society for as long as there's people been around. You know, so why do you believe and why do you feel that people hate on other people, and why do people have hate in their heart?
I think because, well, for one, people get tired of being like the underdog too. You know, people want to be seen. You know, they want their time to shine when they haven't really worked hard or earned their time to shine like other people do. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that's one of the reasons why people hate, and another reason why people hate because people not focus on themselves. They too worried about what's going on around them, what somebody else is doing, or what's going on in social media. You know what I'm saying? Or how you get that job, what you do to get that job.
Right.
Don't worry about what they did to get the job. Tell me what can I do to get the job?
Right.
Give me some advice, constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? How can I get better at doing what I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? You know, so I think that's one of the reasons why people hate for that particular reason right there.
I agree. I think it goes back to hurt people. I think a lot of times when people have been hurt through society, have been hurt, throughout their life, that hurt transforms to hate. And what hate is a insecurity within themselves. But also what hate becomes is it becomes a void of that insecurity. A lot of times people don't have a real hate becomes a void of injustice as well. A lot of times people don't have reasons of why someone has done much better than them, or a lot of times people don't have reasons on why they haven't had as much progression as the next man. So those are voids in their heart, and those are voids within their reasoning. So hate fills that void. So instead of saying, hey, T9 has worked harder than me, I will find a reason to hate, because hate conquers and hate fills that void that a lot of people have within themselves. So instead of being like, hey, T9 worked harder, now, hey, T9 may have had this, he may have help like this, he may have help like that. So I think hate is just simply just a void of insecurity, and it's a void of injustice of that person who's doing the hating act.
Yeah, I think hate is come from those and the people who's not willing to put in the work and pay the dues to be successful. You know, they're not willing to stay up until the job is done, whereas going to bed when they're tired. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People who dedicated to their grind, you know what I'm saying, they're taking their sacrifices. They were willing to, all right, I'm gonna miss out on going to this party, or I'm gonna miss out on going to this function or event. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna miss out on some fun to focus and put my time and effort into that grind, into that hustle, and get it done. You know what I'm saying? Get that task complete because I'm looking into the future. You know, those haters are, I believe haters are the ones who just focus on the here and the now instead of, and not being prepared. You know what I'm saying? They always, I'm gonna just push things back, procrastinate, and wait for a hard times, or you know what I'm saying, the tragic moments, you know what I'm saying, to happen before they make anything shake. You know, whereas those successful people, they prepare for, you know what I'm saying, the plan A don't work, I got a plan B, C, D, E, F, and G. You know what I'm saying? They always prepared and well organized for whatever situation, scenario, you know what I'm saying, monkey wrenches thrown in the game, you know what I'm saying, bumps in the road. They prepared and they trained themselves, their mind, body, soul, physical, everything to be ready for whatever you know what I'm saying, hard time life has to bring. And you know, and the haters, they hate that. They see the grind, they see the hustle that person is putting in, and they're not willing to put that in. So it's easier for them just to hate. Whereas, you know what I'm saying, just putting in the work, or going to ask that person, hey, how did you acquire this much knowledge, or how did you get to this level of success, you know?
And my phone, Miller, go ahead.
No, you go T, you go.
All right, cool. But yeah, and for the haters, you know what I'm saying, you might have haters that you didn't even know was haters. But let me help you how to pinpoint those haters.
Ooh, show me.
So these are signs of a hater. So I got them. They always show you like a lack of respect. You know what I'm saying? Every time you come around a certain person, they'll like throw a shot at you, but they'll try to like brush it off like, hey, I'm just playing, man.
It's a joke.
Man. But it's a consistent thing.
Right.
They don't even have respect for your time. They say, you always ask the dude, you know what I'm saying, hey bro, like when we gonna link up? He said, man, I meant to call you, but you know, it just happened out of nowhere. If you meant to call me, still call me, you know what I'm saying? That could be the sign of a hater right there. Another sign of a hater, nigga remarks about your life. Always gossip, nigga, like a female, you know. I always, you know, I grew up, my pops raised me, if you a dude and you constantly gossiping about another man, you a bitch. Excuse my language. It's just how it is, you know. I have to talk to them.
That's real, bro. That's real.
But your haters, they also very manipulative. If you come up with an idea and you fit as righteous in your heart, and another person manipulate their righteous idea, 9 times out of 10 that's a hater. Because why would you go from something that's righteous to something that's unrighteous? And they be like, you feel like, hey man, I need to go out and feed these homeless people today, man. I got all this money. And your hater comes to you like, nah, man, I don't feel like you should do that, man. Just buy you some more drip, man. You some more clothes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They can be a hater right there. That's manipulative. Criticize everything you do, every good thing you do.
Yeah.
You always doing something good. Why you always got to dress so nice, man? Why you ain't, you know what I'm saying? That's a hater right there, you know.
Those took some of my nose, man.
My bad. Great minds thinking like that. Y'all kids in this, so I speak on this one, guys.
Yes, sir.
Right. My notes is your notes, brother.
Yeah, go ahead now. Keep cooking, man. Keep cooking, man.
Action never matches their words. 9 times out of 10, a person's always say, hey, bro, I'm going to call you, you know what I'm saying? I guess you always checking up on them, you always doing stuff for them.
Mm-hmm.
They always capping at them, you know what I'm saying? No offense to Melo. But nah, me and Melo be talking to but you got they capping. Your people you say this cap, 9 times out of 10 they might be a low key hater, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not always the case. Some people do be busy sometimes. Then they constantly lie. You know, they try to guilt trip you or something, everything, you know what I'm saying? They would say, man, nah, you ain't do something. Man, yes, I did. You know, they ain't do it. 9 times out of 10, that's a hater. So, you know, your haters nowadays, they became very smart. They knew how to adjust to the new age of doing things.
Right.
So they more tactful. Now, they used to be, like, you can tell they was always a beef. Y'all was always fighting. But now, your haters, 9 times out of 10, they probably like in your inner circle. So, Yeah, there y'all go. Y'all watch out for that.
Most definitely, most definitely. And man, to piggyback on what you said, man, haters will always use terms like, "Oh man, I see your love." They use the love. They throw the love in front of it. Oh, I see you got your little business going on. I see you got your little show. I see you got your little just they put little thing everything, belittling and you know what I'm saying, devaluing everything that you doing, you know what I'm saying, and making you feel it. You may not pick up on it at the moment, but your subconscious will pick up on it and be like, damn, is my shit really little? You know what I'm saying? And you start doubting and feeling the insecurity, like, man, you know what I'm saying? He's saying it's little. People might also think it's little, you know. And don't let that get to you, you know what I'm saying? Because they just hating, you know what I'm saying? That's what they want. They want you to feel down about yourself to where you wanna stop. You wanna stop and just give up and don't want to keep going, you know what I'm saying? Because they done given up on life and they don't have nothing going for themselves. So they want you to be in that and be in that same predicament, the same situation that they in. Misery loves company. You know what I'm saying? Hurt people, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to be alone in their misery and their pain. They want somebody else to be miserable and pain with them. So they will say things that are intentionally poke buttons and they know that'll get you. So you know what I'm saying? With the haters, man, you know what I'm saying? Just brush the haters off. Oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? Use your haters as your motivators, man. Because haters, they will always try to project their insecurities, their doubts, you know what I'm saying, and their fears on you. So it'll scare you from growing and being the best and biggest possible version of yourself at all. You know what I'm saying? So haters, I believe haters are a good thing and a positive thing, you know. I'm saying the energy they bring is negative, but you can also redirect that energy and turn it to positive energy to fuel you up to go even harder into your hustle, into your drive, and into your purpose in life.
That's true. I agree with you. I also, to piggyback off you, I also really like piggyback off both of y'all. I think a hater would rather be with you to regress you than to be and separate himself away from you to watch you progress. I know a lot of people who have friends and they're really arch nemesis. And a lot of people's best friends are haters because they'll rather know that as long as he's with me, he's regressing, he's doing whatever I want him to do. But the moment he separates from me, I can't have that because he'll progress without me. So a lot of your friends are haters, you know. And I think the best thing to do with a hater is keep the smile, and hate cannot drive out hate. But you must find a formation, you must find a form of light to withdraw that hate about.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with both of y'all said. And know this too about your haters. It's the always saying, you know, keep your family close, keep your enemies closer. You gotta always keep your eye on the hater, for real, because they always partner, either take you out or to try to get you to you.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of great people too out there with it. And you know, haters, they are a good thing. You know, it's a hater for me is just a confirmation. Okay, I'm doing something right.
Right.
I need to keep going.
Right.
It's not necessarily adding fuel to my fire because I ain't feeling a person is hating on me, add nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? You just my confirmation that I'm doing good. So keep that in mind. But yeah.
Most haters are people who narrow minded and they're stuck in the past, you know. They're so caught up in the yesteryears. Oh man, I was this, I was that, or things was like this and things was like that. You ain't doing it like that, you ain't doing it right. Nah, you not evolving, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be, like Bruce Lee said, man, you gotta be like water. You gotta be able to adapt to any and everything that is going on in life, you know. And those haters, they're not willing to adapt. They're not willing to grow and change, you know what I'm saying, within the times. Not necessarily conform who you are as a person, you know what I'm saying, your core value and who you are deep down in the soul, but grow and conform to where, like, okay, I can adjust. I'm still staying true to my core and true to my roots, but I'm still staying Malik, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. I'm still being me, you know what I'm saying. I'm not compromising myself, you know what I'm saying, my manhood or anything like that for nothing or nobody, but I can still be able to adapt, you know what I'm saying, and put myself in the best possible position to win in life, you know what I'm saying. And that's what haters are. They just stuck in the past, man. They living in yesteryears, man, and not willing to grow and not willing to adapt. So you just, them people, you know, you got to cut yourself away from, man. You know, you can't get caught up with the haters, man. And really, to me, I believe hate is a weak and cowardly emotion. You know what I'm saying? It's a sign of failure. You know what I'm saying? For you to really put all that time and effort just to hate on someone, man, come on now. Come on, man. That's the easy way out, man. That's the coward's way out. Instead of working hard, I'm gonna just hate on somebody. Instead of putting the time and the effort in and then being dedicated to whatever my craft is, I'm gonna just hate on the next man or the next woman. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying and you not. You know what I'm saying? That's just suckers. This is just suckers to me, if you ask me. I don't know. This is me.
Yeah. Nah, I agree with you, bro. Another thing about y'all haters too, they also very inconsiderate. You know, you might get somebody always leeching off you constantly extra for money, but won't give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? When all said and done, it kind of comes down to it. You gotta watch out for people like that. You know, people who are always, you know, trying to like suck you dry, being around you all the time for only your resources. I bet you 9 times out of 10, I bet you they probably talk about you behind your back.
I guarantee you.
They probably doing a lot. So most people like that are arrogant too. They always talk about how they can do something better than another person, but you ain't really seen them doing it. You know, they all bark with no bite.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Always the ones who talk about like, I beat the brakes off of so and so, but I ain't never got into a fight. You know
Never in their life.
Crab when you thump. They always they irresponsible, bro. Haters are very irresponsible. Haters don't know how to take care of their responsibilities. They the ones who ain't paying their phone bills and stuff like that all the time. They the ones who always, you know what I'm saying, lagging the team. When it's time to play and perform, they always people who always lagging the team. They very hypocritical, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, haters are very it's a disease, you know, it's just like laziness. I always say laziness is a sickness. You know, hate is a disease too. You know, and in a way, hatred, what I know about haters, you know what I'm saying, you can produce a hater by being negative. So you produce another way you produce haters is by also being arrogant yourself. You might be in a position of power and you just so cocky, your ego so boosted, you just dissing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not necessarily the way to go. So, you know, you gotta also watch yourself too. You gotta also make sure like when you doing good, you ain't just so stuck up calling yourself. And now you got everybody just they want to be a hateful person. People just dislike you at the same time. So, you know, I say just be righteous, understanding yourself. You can do what any man has done on this earth. You know what I'm saying? So
I believe laziness is a symptom of hate.
I do too.
Laziness, jealousy. You know what I'm saying? That I believe all this. That's all laziness. I mean that all ties up into hate. You know what I'm saying? That all traits of hate. You know that you a lazy person. It's easy for a lazy person to hate on a hard working individual. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes less work. You know, it's easy. It's easier for me to just criticize you for what you doing and grind instead of just putting in the work and doing it. You know, it's just easy for me. Oh man, he ain't really doing it like this and that. You know, it ain't like his man. He that right. It's just easier for me to do that than to actually just I'm finna boom, put all my time and effort and really focus on it. And you know the crazy thing about haters is, man, it's always haters. A person that's hating on someone, they always got a comment or opinion, or they well informed about something that you're doing, but they never even attempted, not even in that profession. You know what I'm saying? They never even put in the work to even be where you at. You know what I'm saying? Like people hating on LeBron, they tell LeBron, "Oh, LeBron do this, LeBron do that, did that." Man, ain't never even picked up a basketball a day in their life. Or, oh, they hating on artists, man. Oh, such and such, he really ain't this, he really ain't that, he really ain't this and really ain't that. You ain't never been in the studio a day in your life. You know what I'm saying? Or you hating on somebody that's starting their own big clothing brand or starting their own real estate company. Whatever it is, you always hating and got something negative to say, but you never even step foot in that field. But you such an expertise in it. If you an expertise in it and got a comment and always got something to say in it, why not? Why you don't get into the field?
Right.
Jump into that field. Jump into that profession. No, you just sit off in the back and you ain't never even done it. You know what I'm saying? Like boxers, that's one thing boxers always say. Like these commentators, because you got these commentators that always hate and to say something negative about a fighter, you know what I'm saying? Because they know the fighter not going to put their hands on them, you know, because their hands are legal weapons. So they going to do all the talking, but you never even laced them up a day in your life. You never been in the ring. You never knew what it's like to put them gloves on, man, and fight for 12 rounds, you know what I'm saying? Fighting aggressive, cats trying to knock your head off. You know what I'm saying? You can possibly die in the ring. You know, grueling nights, draining weight, you know what I'm saying, and losing weight and sacrificing and disciplining, you know what I'm saying, yourself from the great necessities, you know what I'm saying, of success. You know what I'm saying? When you're successful, you can enjoy the finer things in life, but you still disciplining yourself to be at the pinnacle and the top of your profession and still having for top performance in high class. You're in a higher class of your profession and can't nobody touch you at what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And you still say, all right, I'm gonna still choose to be disciplined, you know, and not partake in the BS that could deplenish my performances. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta take your hat off to Floyd Mayweather, man. You can say what you want. He can't read. You know what I'm saying? He can't write. Whatever. Dude is a hell of a boxer and a hell of a businessman. You know, and people hate that. You know, because he has money. He flashing. He's bold with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say I agree with everything that Floyd has done. You know what I'm saying, in his life, but like, you hating on this man because dude decided to dedicate his life to the game of boxing, and he's reaping the benefits of what he sold, you know. So instead of all that hate and negativity towards somebody, man, just put the work in, you know. Just imagine if you put all that time and energy you focus on hating on somebody, you put that into your grind and your hustle, boom, just imagine where you would be at.
Right. And that's one thing that has always behooved me of a hater. How and why and where do you find this time frame to hate? I know some people who can hate and just do a full critique, like you said, on hating. And I always figure that if you have all of this time for hating, if you have all this time to hate, then how can you reimburse, or how can you be in that time for you, you know, sadly to say, be the one that you hated on? If you have all that time to hate, as Jay-Z said it best, a lot of people ask, how do I do this? Why do I do this? The time that you asking why and how, like you said, the same time you do it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand. And one thing I always notice that a hater can never be wrong. A hater can't stand to be wrong.
Yeah, I agree with that. And one thing I noticed about haters, I have experience with this. They always focus on the wrong thing.
True.
You know, when you come around and say for instance you the guy in your overall circle, you focus on getting your work done. You focus on staying up on it. You focus on like going hard whatever you do. And you hit your homeboys up. You know what I'm saying? Like this happened to me back around high school. You know, I hit certain homeboys up. Like, hey, let's work. Let's do it. Man, we got these females here. Man, they finna come over.
Right.
A year go by, you see the success coming in. Like you actually working. I'm getting these like section leader positions in the band and stuff like that. And the hate starting to dwell up. Yeah, it's starting to rise. You know what I'm saying? That might not be hating on you then and there, but after a while, you know, if you the one of your friends who always working, you always going hard, but everybody else BS, bro, they gonna become haters after a while. Watch what I tell you, cause they gonna regret. They gonna be like, man, the whole time we was BSing, we should have worked with dude. You know, we should have been doing what he was doing. Then after a while, they gonna start asking, hey, get us on something, put us on.
Right.
You can't put them on because like you don't even know what they worked at. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't. It's gonna look bad on you. Why put you on when you show me you can work or be consistent? Like a lot of people like turn from God, say I don't believe in God. Why God ain't blessed me with this? Well, why would God bless you when you turn away from God? You been in the streets doing drugs and stuff like that. You come back next day like, hey, God, I need this. He ain't gave it to you. It don't work like that. You know, it's just like having a parent. You know, you can't do bad and get kicked out of the house and all of a sudden try to come back. Now you gotta earn your parents' trust and respect.
Most
come back in the house. So you gotta watch out for stuff like that too.
I agree with you, man. And I think hate is a deadly disease, man. And the reason why I say hate is a deadly disease, man, because some people, like, especially where the city I come from, man, people will hate you so much. They will have so much hate and envy and jealousy in their heart. They will rather see you dead than to be successful. They would rather spend the rest of their life in prison than to see you out and about living your life, you know what I'm saying, taking care of your family, you know what I'm saying, living a comfortable, beautiful life, traveling in the world, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, doing and eating some of the most expensive foods, man. You connecting and networking with some of the best people in your field, in the industry, or just in life in general, and they hate that. And they see that, man, we came from the same environment. We was in the same class, first, second, third grade. We went to middle school together. We went to high school together. He stayed right around the corner from me, man. And dude got all this success and power, and you know he's really getting to it, and he on his grind. And I'm still in the hood, you know, living paycheck to paycheck, working a BS job, and just miserable, you know. And I got so much time on my hands. I just didn't want to put the work in, you know what I'm saying. It wasn't like he come from a better, you know what I'm saying, he had a better financial situation than me, because we come from the same neighborhood. It wasn't like he had a better education than me, because we've been going to school together ever since we were little kids, you know. It's nothing different. He just decided that he wanted better for himself or herself than what they are living, you know what I'm saying. They decided to dedicate themselves to their hustle and their grind, and they're reaping the benefits that they sold. And you just decided to, I'm gonna smoke, chill, and BS, you know what I'm saying, throughout life. And now you're at the age now where you have to work, and your body is going on, you know, your body is on a decline. You don't wanna work these back breaking jobs, but you have to, because this is the only way you can support yourself, you know what I'm saying, and your family. Where he's retired at 30 years old and traveling and living the dream, you know what I'm saying. He's living life, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever he wanted as he pleased, you know. So people will see that and get jealous and envy, you know, and that hate, you know what I'm saying, that hate a boil so much in their blood, and it'll fill their hearts up, and they be willing, all right, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill this nigga, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna kill him just because he has everything and I have nothing. We come from the same environment. Because you're going to always get more love from out-of-towners than you do the people in your actual city. Because people in your actual city, them the ones that seen you grow, you know. And they will kill you. They will kill you just because they seen you and they looking like, why him? Why not me? You know what I'm saying? Why him? Why not me? Why he got this and why I don't have this? Instead of asking them questions, you know what I'm saying, just put in the work and just put your head down and just go straight into your grind and straight into your hustle, you know what I'm saying? Just keep grinding. And you know, and you look up a year or two now, you know what I'm saying, you'll be in a better position that you are. But you spend that year or two just hating and complaining, you definitely not going forward. You may be even further back than what you were, you know what I'm saying, than what you were when you started the hating. So man, just go ahead and go full force into your grind and your hustle and figure out something where you can change your outcome and your situation, man. You bound for greatness, you know what I'm saying? Because that hating ain't gonna get you nowhere, man. I really don't understand this too, how, like Melo said, people be critiquing and coming up with full, you know what I'm saying, they come up with pages, platforms. They start a whole entire platform just to hate on you. And the crazy thing about it is they don't get no type of income coming in for it. They don't get no income for it. You're not getting paid to make this page to hate on somebody and all that. You just making it just to make it, you know what I'm saying? You just really have that much hate in your heart. But I can tell you one thing, the positives about it, man. Your haters are your marketing team, man. Your haters are your marketing team. Because even if they gain a nice little following off of hating on you, do you know everybody that follows and support that page, they have to go and see, what is this person? Who is this person that they hating on? Let me go check them out and see what that is. And you can either gain a fan, you know what I'm saying, when they say, oh, this dude just a hater. I don't know why you hating on him. Dude ain't doing nothing but just being himself and working. I'm going to go and support him, forget him. Or if they decide to hate with him, there's just another marketing. That's just another person on your marketing team for free promotion. Because they going to go on their little platform and be, oh, this and that, he this, that, and that. Just going to bring more attention and more buzz to you, man. So, like T9 said, man, early in the show, man, if you ain't got no haters, man, you must not be doing something right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing something right if ain't nobody hating on you. So, man, keep grinding, man, and keep growing, man. And your haters, man, they free promotion. They part of your marketing team, man. So they really want to see you win deep down inside, man. They're your biggest fan. But
add this in there too.
Go ahead.
Another thing about your haters too, man, it's crazy. I got personal experience with this. It's terrible. But they be the ones who in your inner circle trying to find ways to count you at your inner circle too. Always the ones who like, hey, man, what's nine? He like this and that. You know what I'm saying? We need to drop him. You know, it's one thing to say, like, you know, you talk about your homeboy, like, you give a constructive criticism, like, how he can better himself. You want to have that conversation with your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? That's different. But, like, you want them niggas who, in a circle, I always talking about somebody like, hey, we need to drop him, man. He ain't so. He ain't really just did nothing bad personally to nobody. And 9 times out of 10, that's a person who always want to be around for the benefit, who ain't really for everybody. He for the benefit for only himself.
Mm-hmm.
Not the whole overall team, the overall objective.
I agree with you, man. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. Y'all know we got to get into their health as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Your body is your number one vehicle, man. You cannot go anywhere without your body. So, what do y'all have for health as well for the listeners this week?
Man, my health is wealth is cucumbers. I got my benefits written down. Cucumbers also good for your eyeballs too, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to use them. You know, I be staying up all night making beats. I'm starting to look old right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. But cucumbers also relieve joint pain, reduce cholesterol, aids in weight loss. And I know that personally. A lot of people like use lemon water. They'll put cucumbers inside the lemon water too. And they'll drink that. It also promotes digestion. It's good, you know, to clear your system out, prevents headaches, fight cancer, and cure diabetes. So it's good to just, you know, eat cucumbers, drinking in your salad, you know, vitamin water with cucumbers. It's good, it's tasty. I love it.
My health is wealth is vitamin E for your lips. Vitamin E for your lips. So what vitamin E does is just the extract that comes from basically aloe vera. And what it does is it restores the dryness of your lips and make your lips look more rejuvenated. And also it helps your lips keep more of a pinker and a fuller look to it. Also, vitamin E can also be digested into the immune system as well. So if you put a little vitamin E on your lip and it digests, no worries, don't spit it out, it's good for the immune system as well. And also it helps fight fungi or any type of venereal, any type of disease that are going down, you know, in the venereal area, or any type of disease that are going around the mouth area as well. So for anybody who don't, even if you don't have a disease, or even if you do have a disease, vitamin E, you can get vitamin E extract, or you can get vitamin E oil from almost any African market in your city, or almost any type of supply store in your city. Vitamin E is well for your lips, so try to eat lips.
Great. My health as well for the week is pomegranate juice. You know, pomegranate juice is has antioxidants, great source of vitamin C, prevents cancer, Alzheimer's disease, protection, digestion, anti-inflammatory, arthritis, heart disease. It helps with blood pressure, antiviral. You know, with the virus we got going on, get on that pomegranate juice. Rich in vitamins, helps with memory loss. It's great for sexual performance and fertility, endurance in sports performance, and fights diabetes. You know, so it helps with a lot of different things. You know, inflammation. That's where diseases come from inflammation, and you eating foods, dairy products, and foods high in sugar and carbohydrates. You know, so it fights off inflammation, heart disease, blood pressure. It's all great for the blood circulation, man. So the pomegranate juice is a bad boy. I was first introduced to pomegranate juice back my freshman year at TSU. You know, so pomegranate juice is good too. To me, it kind of reminds me, it tastes like cranberry juice. You know, so pomegranate juice, man, is real good for you, man. But before we close the show, man, you know we gotta close it out. You know what I'm saying? Drop some jewels one time for your mind, for the people. You know, words of wisdom. And I want to start it off with my words of wisdom for the day. You know what I'm saying? To tie in with what the discussion was. Some people don't like you because your strength reminds them of their weakness. You know what I'm saying? For the ones in the back that didn't hear it, you know, some people do not like you because your strengths remind them of their weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? So it shows the endurance and the integrity, you know what I'm saying, the persistence, you know what I'm saying, the consistency that you shows, you know what I'm saying, and that positivity that you always got. I'm going to keep going, keep pushing forward, you know what I'm saying. I'm a strong-minded, solid, strong, spiritual individual. They lack that and they hate that, and with you projecting your strengths, not trying to you projecting your strengths purposely. Just look at me, I'm good at this, I'm good at that. It just shows naturally. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing you're trying to boast. It just shows through your actions. It's just natural. They hate that because they don't have those qualities and they're not willing to put in the work to put into those qualities, man. So people are gonna hate you for, you know what I'm saying? People are gonna hate you for whatever you do. So just be yourself, be pure, and be honest, you know what I'm saying? And God will continue to bless you, you know what I'm saying? And you can't go against what God has in store, you know what I'm saying? And what he has promised and destined. So just keep striving and keep going, man. That's my words of wisdom. What y'all got for the people?
I love it.
Yeah, that was dope. Oh, my bad, my love. But my words of wisdom is the hated man is the result of his haters' pride rather than his haters' consciousness. So, what that means is, you know, haters are never conscious. They never thinking. They always thinking how they can tear you down rather than thinking how they can build their own selves up. And once you start doing things right and you get around haters, you can tell how hurt their pride is by how much they try to tear you down as a person. So that's something to take in.
I love both of them. Mine is jealousy is just love and hate at the same time. Repeat it one more time. Jealousy is just love and hate at the same time. So a lot of people who are jealous of you or hate on you, it's just a confusion of mixed emotions they have of you. And love is one of those emotions that are in the mix. So when you have hate, it's the best thing to do. Like Dr. King say, cannot drive out hate with hate. You must insert love. Insert love, and just know that jealousy is love is hate at the same exact time.
I agree, man, 1000%, man, for real. But make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Get the algorithms up on YouTube, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the show, man. RTK Podcast. Also subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, RTK Podcast, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a family member to tell a family member, man. Tap in the RTK Podcast, man. We growing and we expanding each and every week. Continue to get better each and every day. You know, my brothers, please tell the listeners, man, your social media handles and tell them where they can find you at.
Man, y'all can find me at T9 out. Got me Instagram page. T the number 9 INE underscore. T the number 9 INE underscore. Also follow the Trill City Sound page as well on Instagram. It's just Trill City Sound.
Right here, look up top. Right here up top. Y'all see that right there? Trill City. Yeah, follow that, man. On Instagram. I see it up there.
Follow that.
Go ahead, go do that.
You can follow me on Instagram at Romello, ROMELLOA Smith. You can follow me on Facebook at Romello Smith. Hit me up.
Most definitely, man. You can find me, King Shabazz, on IG at KINGSHABAZZ98. I repeat, KINGSHABAZZ98. And we appreciate y'all for tuning in each and every week, man. We do this for y'all, man. We love y'all, man. We appreciate the constant support week in and week out. Man, this is RTK Podcast, man. Ain't nothing more I can say, man. And we out!